Right, we're going to do a rehousing vid. This is going to be, could be quite long. Well, I'll try and do it as quick as possible. Try not to witter on too much. This is what my King Baboon is in. I'll put a link to that in the description. I thought it's been quite good, and actually it's good for baboons and species like brachypelmas that grow quite slowly. And you want something that's got a bit of depth, and yeah, it served me really well. But want to give this girl, I think it's a girl, because it's about 3 years since I've had her, or 4 years coming up to now, and she's growing quite slow. Or he, could still be a he, but generally when they get over 3 years, they tend to be a female. Well, it's not always the case. Anyway, I've probably mentioned it before that my variegata turned into a male after 3 years, which was a bit of a shock. So yeah, but it's suspect female, and next mole I'll try and sex her or him. And it's got a bit mouldy in there, so that's why I'm rehousing. And it's been about a year in here, and I've got a setup which I'm going to put her in, and I'm just going to sort of show you what I'm going to do. And I've designed it slightly differently. Hopefully this will work. And for this you will need, just like recipe time, some holes in the side, and I'm using one of these normal, I can't remember the name, I'll put a link in the description as well. Now what I've done is I've left this side without any holes. Now the plan is we're going to put some substrate in, and you'll also need a water dish like this. I use peanut butter lids, which is quite handy. And we're going to just pour our substrate in. It's just gone everywhere. Sorry, that was a bit of a slightly gay sounding scream there. But so here we go. This is what we have here prepared earlier, and there's a bit of moss in there for some reason, God knows why. Now what we're going to do, make sure it's nicely sort of crunched up. Have a look for any foreign bodies, you never know, you might have got some spiders living in there. Now just check, you know, it's always better. Oh, there's moss, so that's actually quite good. I kind of like it when it's a bit mossy, especially with burrowers, because they can sort of moss it and web it up. What we're going to do is we're going to leave it sort of shallow down one end where the air holes are, and this top bit we're going to build sort of quite up high, so say about 4 inches or more, about 5 inches hopefully. I think that's about, yes, about 5 inches. And that's all my substrate, which is just about enough. So that's a sign from God that this video was meant to be. So yeah, hopefully this is keeping you entertained with my slightly strange presentation methods. So here we go. I'm going to just sort of pat this down, raise it up a little wee bit, and then it's not too dry. So here's our water dish, quite simply done. And then what I might do is just, whoops, not fill up the water dish here. I can't really do it at the moment. So what I might do is get a bit of water, get a bit of moss. Let's see if this works. If this doesn't work, then I might just leave it to the tarantula to do. So they don't really need too much water, these baboons, but once in a while. So there's a bit of wet moss. Now what I'm going to try and do is just make a little starter burrow, and it's not really working. It's just sort of too dry. Nope, not really working this. So I think what we'll do is just leave it packed down and then let the tarantula do the rest. Bit worried that she's in pre-molt, but I don't think she'll molt tonight, and we'll try and give her a feed as well. So that's enough substrate. I might add a bit more at a later date, but it's enough for the tarantula to get going. And let's get on to the actual transfer of the tea now, and then if we can't feed her, we can't feed her, but at least you'll get to see her or him. Right, I need to press pause. just show you quickly before I transfer the tarantula. I've used a big spoon just to extract all the substrate. It wasn't too bad in the end, but as you can see, it's a little bit damp down the bottom because there's been no cross ventilation. The water, the moisture, sorry, tends to sit. So I think it's always a good idea to have cross ventilation. Just helps if you've got a more moisture dependent species, or that you've got, say, like a baboon that you drop water down, because one of the things that I've been doing is they'll make a kind of generally tunnels underneath the top surface, and they'll web it up, and it will look a bit precarious, but they'll be okay. And if you drop a sort of water in there down into the sort of tunnel bit, you can just add a bit more humidity, say once every 2 weeks, and also give them a drink. Because if I had a water dish on the top, but you never tend to see the king baboon anyway come out to drink that. So I guess it does at night, but I just think it's an extra way you can, not be worried that the fact that they're not drinking. Just, drop a syringe worth down the side. And also feeding as well. I'll make a kind of hole with my what are they called? Tweezers? No, tongs, and then drop something in, then cut the head off, say, if I don't know what's going on, and then whip it out after a day, after a night, sort of thing. 12 hours, say. No, not 12 hours, about 7 hours. Yeah, so it doesn't go off. I did find a worm in there recently, so I don't know if she's going to eat. Now I've got to this stage. What I'm probably going to do, I showed you the spoon, is just bring the new one, and then, no, it's not going to work, is it? Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was going to just sort of try and get her to go in. Could, of course, just put her in another tub, which would fit in. Or we could try and get her just to come in like so. Now I want you guys to see this. Well, let's see what she's up to anyway. Be very careful. She's under here. Not going to be very happy. Going to try and lift off the soil gently. Sorry, sweetie. Be very careful. There she is. Sorry, sweet pea. So as you can see, I don't know if you can make her out there. Let's zoom in on her while she's... So she's quite small still, about 3 inches, so I want to try and feed her up a bit. There you go. Looking good. Her abdomen's quite plump, so yeah, it could be pre-molt. And she's probably not very happy with me now. Sorry, sweetie. Right, so let's get her in. Probably the best way of doing this, I don't want to get bitten, is, it's the wrong way around, just to, sorry sweetie, sweetie, I want to get this in. This is not in view, is it? Damn it, sorry about this. There she is. Right, I'm going to get her in by just, sorry sweetie, it's not, there you go, this should work. Come on, sweet pea. She won't want to, there you go. She's not doing too bad actually. That's it. Oh no. No. She's probably getting pissed off. Sorry, sweet pea. Come on. Yeah. That's better. And she's in. That was a bit uncoordinated there, but probably easier than me transferring her to another dish. Where's she gone? I'll just show you. So she's got massive amount of space now. She's saying, why have you disturbed me from my slumber? While she's here, just zoom in a little bit and see if we can feed her. So yeah, gorgeous tarantula. Very slow growing for me anyway. And let's see if she wants a worm. We can have a small worm there. I don't want this to burrow. Oh shit. No. So I don't think she's going to eat. So that's it. Just a quick rehouse, and I think she'll be okay. I'll make a little hole now for her to give her a little head start if she wants to go and hide. But generally she'll be fine in there. She'll do the rest, and I'll basically update you in about a week or so and see what she's done. Okay, thanks for watching, and got a feeding vid coming up, but I still can't get my Carabana versicolor to feed. She's not very happy, but I'll get the lid on and get her in a dark corner. So we'll stop filming, get her nice and dark, and she'll be fine. Make sure the lid's on nicely. So yeah, yeah, expect a feeding vid soon, and I'm going to film the garage spiders with better light. So hopefully you'll see the false widow in all its glory. Okay, stay tuned.